Good morning, cultists. Welcome back to another Unbalanced Breakfast with CthuLoops. Alright, we are continuing the story of Fabrosi, the Red Prince, and Fane. And I believe now we will also be including Ifan Ben Mezd. After we helped him, I guess, fend off some people who were trying to shake down an elf or something. I don't remember exactly. And this man's feet are going through the stonework here. Kudos to you, good sir. Burro. Isn't that like Spanish for donkey or something? I don't know. Anyways, Ifan, talk to me, buddy.
Ifan rolls his sleeves back down. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops. Say, you were on the ship here with me, weren't you?
Well, how can you tell I have chops when I've got a bucket on my head?
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours.
Let's tell him that I'm not much of a handshaker.
Suit yourself. Probably wise, given the rashes you can pick up around this place.
Are you trying to tell me you have STDs? We just got here.
Say, you don't look all that busy now that we're safely on dry land. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch yours.
Hey, whoa, okay. My bread's not buttered that way.
I've just got a small errand to run. And then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here, while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
Before we go anywhere together, buddy, let me ask you some questions. Say the thugs were afraid when he mentioned lone wolves. What are they?
He shrugs, looking off to the side.
Mercenaries. It's a job. My job.
Ask him about the errand he mentioned earlier. It sounds highly suspicious.
Everyone needs to make a living. I make mine running errands.
Ask who he's here to kill.
He shoots you a flinty look, all teeth and peril.
Lone wolves only share such information with friends. Are we going to be friends?
I guess, yeah, sure.
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep more of our blood in.
Well, I don't really care what happens to your blood, because I don't have any.
Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive. But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills.
What the hell's a wayfarer? Well, whatever this wayfarer stuff is, you can keep it.
Can do. Onwards.
Alright, let's go.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye, then nods back at you.
Right you are. Lead the way.
Are his eyes green, or? I can't tell. Alright, so what exactly are you? You're a wayfarer. What does that mean? Let me change these things. Pin down, I guess. What is this? Elemental arrowheads. Target a surface in melee radius. For one turn, elemental damage matching that surface is added to your ranged weapon attack. Okay, I see. Oh, I see. So he's like our old bear daughter. I understand now. I think. What do I normally do for right? Okay, I see. That's that one. We'll put that there. And then all the other stuff we'll put in like a different... Fine. How about I do this? How about... Nope. Not to number 5. There we go. No, to number 2. That's much better. Hey, do we have any arrowheads to give you by any chance? No, it doesn't seem like we have any arrows to give you there, buddy. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to find your own, buddy boy. Alright, Kana, what are you doing here? You've just been standing here. I thought you were one of the cronies that came with the guy who was shaking down other people.
I saw what you did there, convincing Burrow not to lay the law down on that elf. Why do you want to help one of them?
Oh, what? One of them? Say you don't believe in us and them.
Then you're in the wrong place. We run this joint. Griff's people. And we don't cozy up to oddballs.
You don't cozy up to oddballs. You're talking to the man with a bucket on his head. Okay, but fine. And then we got Dominic and Losi. Hey!
Hey, I know you.
Losa, the
Or
dark-eyed
Losa.
jokester you met aboard the ship, waves enthusiastically and dips into a mock elegant curtsy.
Back then, I was Madame Josephine Gribbles de Pube, and you were.
None of your business.
Glad to see you made it.
How did you recognize me? Was it the fashionable bucket on my head?
Nothing like a nice tentacle slap across the moor to set the tone for the week, eh? How'd you escape?
Are you saying you watched tentacle porn or something? Like, none of my business, okay? You don't need to give me that information. Say that you're not sure, you fell into the water and were nearly lost. Or say that you tried to make a run for the boat, but you didn't make it. Let's just say I fell into the water.
Me too. Did you hear something? When you were in the water, I mean.
Let's be elusive. Avoid answering. Ask if she heard something unusual.
No. I mean, not more unusual than usual. It's just, I thought maybe you...
Losa's voice catches in her throat. The joy drains from her face. Her eyes lose focus, and her whole body goes rigid. She is stock-still, waxy-skinned, her eyes dark. Greyish-black veins run from her eyes down her cheeks.
I guess we should just gently call out to her and ask if she's alright?
Her head snaps to you mechanically, and her eyes lock with yours, dark pupils dilated into great black voids. Light suddenly flashes back into her face. The grey veins drain to pinkish flesh, and her whole body relaxes.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
I guess she's, maybe possessed or something? Frown and ask why she's acting so strangely. Yep, let's just come out of the, gates like that. Yep, sounds good.
It's nothing really. It's just, I'm just a bit, well, a bit hospitable.
Is that euphemism for that to say that you're easy, or? Okay, well, tell her that she's going to have to elaborate. Or waggle a rakish eyebrow. Oh, yes, waggle a rakish eyebrow and ask, yes, let's waggle my eyebrow, and ask if she's implying you should make yourself at home.
Ha! What I mean is, look, you've never been a host, right? That's because you're like a clump of leaves on the side of the road. That ain't bad, though. I'd give just about anything to be like you. But I'm a roadside inn. Red door, flowers out front, friendly lady at the door beckoning you in for half price.
Okay.
Like a goddamn gold star inn for the disembodied.
Ask her how many beings she's hosting at the moment, or ask her who or what she was hosting a few moments ago. Alright, number 1.
Now, isn't that just the question of the hour? I can't be sure just yet. I'll be surprised if it's a demon. Definitely not a sprite either. Maybe a spectre, but I wouldn't bet money on it.
You're very forthcoming with this information.
So, how are you enjoying the joy?
Say the Magisters hauled you in, something about being a danger to yourself and society. Yeah. I think she'd appreciate me being sarcastic. Say you heard the accommodation was exceptional and had to see for yourself.
So true. And you can stay as long as your heart desires, free of charge. So, you want to check this place out together? Strength in numbers and all that.
Yeah, sure, let's do that. Say that, sounds like a good idea.
It does, right? Before we head out, I've got more than a few tricks up my sleeve, so you'll have to pick which one I'll pull out if, when, push comes to shove. Lately, I've been into the enchanting arts, but I can shoot, slash, summon, steal, whatever your little black heart desires. So, what'll it be?
How'd you know I have a black heart? Did we meet before? Say an enchanter would suit your party well. She ought to stay as is. Yeah, sure.
Sounds fine. So, we're good to go?
Yep.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, wait a sec. It looks like you have all the company you need. Maybe another time, when you're a bit more on the lonely side.
Wait.
Till then...
Can't I put you in my stock or something? I know there's like a party management screen. Can I move these guys around, or... Come on, what can I... No? Fine. Should I tell one of these guys to bugger off for a second?
Yes. Is it an audience you desire?
Oh, it seems like, damn, that's a lot of, conversating that we can do. Tell him to go your separate ways. Maybe we'll come back to her later. Dominic, are you praying or are you doing yoga or tai chi? But there's a sharp rock here. Let's get that before we talk to this guy.
Bow your head, please. If we chant the endless prayer, the next divine will ascend.
All right, let's just come out of the gate all nihilistic. Tell him the divine is dead, no matter how much he prays.
Haven't you heard? Bishop Alexander, the divine's own son, is God-woken. He will ascend. He will protect us from this darkness. Do not doubt that he will come into his powers at any moment, and then he shall ascend.
Look, the only ascension anyone's gonna be doing around here is to the PC Master, the PC Master Race. All right. Burrow, I think this was the guy that was doing the shakedown, right?
Bloody cavies. Too big for their boots, as usual. They ought to keep out of our hair if they don't want to pay for the pleasure.
Okay, well, let's ask what he means by cavies.
You know, elves, dwarfs, lizards, undesirables. Those of them that would see the whole realm eaten up by the void woken before they change their ways.
I noticed you haven't mentioned undead. Well, okay, fine. Alright, I'm assuming this lady is the blacksmith? Let's take this log. Fantastic. Oh, let's take more of these logs. Where you go, miss? Are you going to report the crime of me taking a log? Don't. Talk to me.
As you approach the blacksmith, you feel a bony hand on your arm. Fane leans in and whispers in your ear.
Companion origin moments. There are some characters your companions will want to speak with privately. Forbidding this may negatively affect your relationship. However, allowing it may make you complicit in any consequences. Okay, Fane, what do you want?
If it would be acceptable, I have an inquiry for this human. It is of a personal nature. And if it would not be acceptable, well, that would render this entire conversation rather awkward.
Awkward? Well, whatever. Well, who cares about being awkward, man? But fine, tell him to go right ahead. What's the worst that could happen? Let's see what happens here.
The blacksmith and quietly speaks to her. You can't overhear much, but he seems to be gesturing towards her head an awful lot. You lean in to see if you can make out anything else. You've heard about such devices. The first step in making a shape-shifting mask.
Aha.
What is it with creeps like you and Master Niles? I told him to slither back to his dungeon, and you can get too, freak.
Fane backs away, scratching his head. It seems that didn't go as he'd expected. He is lost in thought, though. She must have said something he found interesting.
Right-click and examine a companion to check their current attitude towards you. Be aware companions who really don't like you will leave the party. Okay. Alright, cool. Right-click and examine. Oh, I see. Okay, I understand. Where's his attitude? Is that it? Okay, that must be it, right? I see, okay. Fine. Nabora? I have to talk to you now.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
And what you after?
Better English, maybe? Let's ask her what she's making.
I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself, for those bodyguards of hers. Boy, they're sharp.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something?
An outlaw suggests that she let you take some of her wares away from testing before you decide whether they're worth the gold. Is that gonna piss her off? No. Let's go the outlaw path.
Nothing of mine needs testing. Pay or walk. Just don't waste any more of my time.
Yeah, fine. But I want to learn more about this little contraption that you're working on first. How did she come by it?
Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back in the day, you know. Dallas and I. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
Ask if it was Dallas who invented these God's awful collars.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions?
Definitely a lot of questions. And let's ask her if she remembers of Dallas.
Oh, I don't know. She was a sweet soul. Quiet. Loved her family. Always seemed strong as I recall, but she didn't come across as no fearless military leader back then. She was just a girl. People do change, don't they?
You sense she knows more than she's letting on. Say her collar is tight and ask if she could loosen it a bit.
For you? Hell no.
Oh. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. The game crashed in the middle of the dialogue, and we are at the exact same spot that we were before, I believe. And I was just about to ask if she could loosen up the collar a little bit.
For you? Hell no.
What? Then you do it for someone else? Come on. Alright, well, let's press the issue. She does know how to manipulate them, though.
That's for me to know, and you to get out of my face. Buy or shove off.
Alright, fine. Let's see what you have to say. What do you have to sell? And it appears that you are selling garbage. Dimensional Bolt skill book. This doesn't seem very helpful to me. It's for summoning. Okay, that's, I guess, kind of interesting. And some You're selling me a sharp rock. Are you kidding me? You're selling me a sharp rock. What a ripoff. Look, there's like tons of rocks around all over this place, and you're selling me a sharp rock? Are you kidding me, miss? Jeez, here. How about I throw you some, or sell you some shitty-ass woven crap and threadbare stuff and some shit-stained pants and a tattered cowl. And I suppose a makeshift wand? You've got the Darling bow, and I think that's a little better than the my first bow. Good part of a sword. Cracked sword. We should sell both of these? I guess? Yeah, sure. Improvised staff. We'll keep one of these, I think. Just in case we need them for whatever reason. But I think otherwise we can probably do away with the duplicates and shit. Do you want any fish bones? Probably not. She doesn't seem like the type of person who would appreciate a good fish bone. Let's keep the letters and various journals and shit, but I think that's about it. Oh, fine. Then give me your gold, a modest ring, +1 to pyrokinetic. Doesn't seem all that useful. Maybe a poison arrow? No, that's way too expensive right now. Alright, fine. We'll do with that, and then, do you want to sell any of these guys as shit? Maybe the prisoner's boots, considering that, Oh wait, no. Are you not wearing your prisoner's boots? Fine, get out of here. Nimia, or whatever your name is. Red Prince? Are you not wearing your prisoner boots? Dude. I know you have gigantic feet, but you kind of need to wear your boots or whatever. Come on, man. Or maybe he thinks that he's too good for it. Alright, fair enough. Let's go and empty out these barrels that do not belong to anyone. Ah, 17 gold. What about these ones? No, nothing in there? Okay, cool. Alright, this appears to be a gate that I probably shouldn't try to tussle with. Where'd the, oh, a spoon. Can we use this to summon the tick? Because he could just come in here, bust this whole place up, and we'd be, you know, getting out of here scot-free. Maybe. But maybe not. Noosie?
Fit for beasts.
Stingtail? Oh, Stingtail's not the name of the place. It's the name of some quest marker. I see. Hey, where's, whoa. What is happening to her? Disgusting. Let's talk to her. Can we steal her pants? Let's steal these diseased woman's pants.
Go.
Tell her not to fear. Death may not be the end. Yeah, that's it. That sounds like it's a good thing to say to someone who's diseased. I know you're about to die, but don't worry. Death might not be the end for you.
She bends over double in a violent coughing fit. As it subsides, she dabs her mouth with her sleeve.
Mercy. I hope that it is. Can't stay here.
That's it? You just kind of coughed on us and...
She looks up at you weakly and smiles.
I guess she was comforted by my, presence, or... I don't know. I don't know who anyone that would be comforted by the presence of Fabrosi, but... Hey, Sibyl? I know you. What are you doing here? Hey, Legs, talk to me. Quick save and talk to me.
Amid the squalor of Fort Joy, you suddenly spot an elf with diamond features, regal and radiant, but cold too, and sharper than any knife. She was the one who sat rolling dice in the ship that went under, deciding fates with every roll, or so she said. Her eyes are focused on a lizard some distance away, and you get the distinct feeling he's an unfortunate man indeed to be trapped in her tiger-like gaze.
Should we just walk up to her and say hello, or ask her what a guy has to do to earn that stare? Or approach her and ask what has her so enamored with that lizard? Let's just ask her what a guy has to do to earn that stare.
No sooner have these words left your mouth than she turns about and grabs you in a stranglehold. You feel the tip of a long needle being pushed a little ways into one of your neck's vertebrae.
Well, considering I am undead and lacking any kind of flesh or, you know, organs or whatever, grabbing any part of my neck would in fact be touching my vertebrae, but sure.
You caught me off guard. No one catches me off guard. Better tell me who you really are, or this time, I'll let my needle do the licking.
Command her to let you go this instant? Or tell her to take it easy? Say you're just another human a long way from home, you mean her no harm. Or tell her that I'm undead as hell and, I don't know, maybe don't emit any kind of presence or I don't know. Let's just tell her to take it easy.
But you did, and now the tables have turned. You look quite startled to me.
How can you tell? I've got a bucket on my head.
A push, a pivot, and now you suddenly face her. The needle still all too deeply embedded in bone.
That's all I have. Bone is all I have.
Despite the precariousness of your situation, you notice something that remained undetected in the gloom of the ship. A flaw in her diamond features. A curiously shaped scar on her left cheek.
Let's ask her how she got that scar.
Let me tell you a little story.
Oh, cool.
Once upon a bad old time, a lizard cut this thing, this living scar, into my cheek. The mark of a slave. But now I'm free, of sorts. And I've traced that lizard here, to Fort Joy. I intend to raise the subject with him.
Point out that you are not that lizard, or politely ask her to remove the needle so you can talk to her. Yeah, sure. Let's politely ask her to remove that needle so that you can talk to her like the civilized people. Fabrosi, civilized.
No.
She drives the needle in deeper and whispers.
In truth, it does not matter in the least who you really are. You saw me mark my prey. You could warn him, save him, or kill him before I get my chance. That makes you a liability. That makes you needle feed.
Alright, well, I don't want to kill her, so let's just make her an offer. Instead of killing you, she could join you.
A bright sparkle of laughter follows your proposal.
Ha! How amusing. I admit I had not seen that twist coming. I was certain the pitiful begging was about to begin. Make your case and do it quickly. Why should I join you?
Say you're planning your escape and you need of people with talents like hers, or sooner or later the Magisters will come for her. Tell her she will not survive on her own. Let's just say that we're planning to escape.
Escape? How you do tickle me. Most of the misguided deers around here would argue such a thing is impossible.
Or remind her that you saved her from certain death back on that ship. Just saying. And scoff and say that nothing's impossible. Assure her you're far from a misguided deer. Let's just remind her that I saved her ass.
Well played. Oh, little needle mine, what should I do? Push or pull? The agony of choice.
Doesn't really matter one way or another, cause like, I'm all bone.
You know what? Today is a rather fine day. Sunshine and an easy breeze. Yes, I'll let you live. I'll even agree to travel with you, provided we talk to that lizard. I mentioned. I'm not quite sure the weather will save him.
With a casual flick of the wrist, she withdraws the needle from your neck and smiles, as if she just invited you to sit down for tea.
Say that she must have noticed she was pushing into bone, not flesh. Yeah. Say that in the spirit of a fresh start, you should admit to her that you're actually an undead. She already licked my bone, wink wink, nudge nudge. I'm fairly certain she knows that I'm undead. Or to tell her she's awfully casual about death, a trait not quite shared by the undead. Alright, well, let's just say that she must have noticed she's pushing into bone.
Yes, the needle did find you rather tough to chew. Then again, I already knew I'd have to push hard, knowing what you really are. This may strike you as, rather eccentric, but the thought of traveling with one such as yourself quite enthuses me.
She tilts her head ever so slightly and looks at you almost mockingly. You can't help but contemplate with both dread and delight the absolute darkness at the heart of her cat's eyes.
Yes, this will be jolly good fun.
So I'm assuming she's a rogue type character.
Let's discuss our respective roles then.
Tell me.
We? You, and Death will be playing many a round of hide and seek. So, what role would you like me to play? As a rogue, my speciality is stealth, the quick silence of the dagger striking unseen. That said, I'm perfectly lethal, wielding any weapon or magic. So, the choice is yours.
Alright, well, let's go with rogue.
Suits me fine. Lead on, or better yet, let me take the lead.
I don't think so.
Then follow me. But wait, you seem to have quite a few followers already. We'll be far too conspicuous traveling in a caravan like that. Return to me once you've culled a couple.
Okay, fine. Now I'm not quite sure, because I already have like another warrior, like, I have one warrior in my team, and that's me. Well, that's Fabrosi. And we have Ifan, who I believe is a ranger type deal, who's got a crossbow made out of driftwood. And we've got Fane the wizard. I'm thinking we should probably tell the Red Prince to kind of bugger off for the time being. Although if we do this, is the cat gonna go with him? And also, where do I find him afterwards? Red Prince?
Quite right. Do seek my counsel. I highly recommend it.
I like this guy, but I think for now, we're just gonna have to go our separate ways.
Are you certain you want to dismiss your companion?
Well, actually, I feel like we should complete his quest before we, do anything. So, we're supposed to talk to whom? Exactly? The Dreamer, right? Okay, fine. Let's do the Red Prince's quest, at least a little bit, before we dismiss him. And then, I guess we'll get back to getting Sibyl on our team or something?
She's much better off.
Sam?
Leave it,
Is that a Dreamer?
I won't say it again.
No? Okay, fine. I guess we'll just have to... Everyone here has a name. That means I have to talk to everyone. Jeez. Alright, cool looking lizard dude. Let me talk to you, buddy.
Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not him, Sam.
Oh, for the love of Lucian, Balladeer. You're acting like a madman.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on.
Smirk. This looks like it's about to get interesting. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have a shit-eating grin on our face, even though that's all I'm capable of. And then say that this looks like it's about to get interesting.
Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me. If she were my wife, I'd be happy for her.
A flat smile twitches across Balladier's lips.
She never did like you.
Okay. Oh, what the?
Bastard.
You kidding me? Just killed this guy? Let's loot his body. A log and a gold. And we're 7 gold. What the hell, Balladeer?
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand.
We can just mutter that he killed the man in cold blood. Or ask if that coffin he's building is for the man he just murdered. Tell him you'd have done the same. Let's just ask him if that coffin he's building is for the man he just murdered.
Murder's a big word. And no. This here's a bed for someone 1,000 times better than that snake. Rest her soul.
And let's ask him who he means. Who's the coffin meant for?
The love of my life. Gret. She passed in the night. Something in the stomach. Doctor couldn't help her.
He tenderly runs a hand along the coffin's side panel.
If she were here, she'd tell me this plank is crooked. Chastise me for using warped wood on her final bed. Then she'd laugh and kiss me. Just here.
I don't want to know where he's pointing.
The man holds a hand to his cheek for a moment. He turns from you, lines up another nail, and hammers it into the panel.
So you're just gonna leave this dead body here, or can I take this? Are you gonna eat this? No? Alright, well, let's end the episode off here for now and continue this tomorrow. And in between episodes, I'll find out if it's possible to actually let go of companions temporarily and then bring them back into our fold afterwards, or what. But I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.